Hello and welcome to Stone Time with the Gemini. I am Irie, your host. I have my lovely friend Allie with me. Um, I'll let you introduce yourself. I'm over here taking your
I
spotlight.
mean, you did it pretty well. I'm Allie. I'm here for
Moral support.
yeah.
No, Allie, I am planning on having her various of times. I do kind of want her to be my co-host. Obviously, we'll be having plenty of other people here whenever Miss Busy Ma'am is not available.
You'll see me again every now and then.
But um, so today we're gonna talk about leaving your hometown, moving
Moving out,
making that big jump.
moving out to a big city, like small town versus big city shit.
Yes.
I can cuss on here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, I'm gonna start cussing on here. If it ends up turning bad, then we'll stop. But we're gonna see where it goes.
Fuck it.
Um, yeah. So if you don't know, Ali and I are both from a small town,
Yuma.
Yuma. I'm from Somerton, which people don't know where that's at. It's basically like what, many
Depending on
minutes?
where you're coming from.
Anywhere between like 15 to 30 minutes, sometimes 45. Yeah, it depends where you're
You're coming from.
And we lived there all of our lives and decided to make the big jump to move to Phoenix, which is the capital of Arizona. So this is the big city for us.
This to yeah. So like, how did you know that you wanted to like move out here?
How did I know? I really never.
Like, what made you like Phoenix?
I actually originally wanted to move to Tucson for whatever reason. I guess I had my heart set on like I had a plan. I was gonna go to Pima Community College for 2 years, and then from there transfer over to U of A. I was really set on U of A.
Just do the whole thing.
Yeah, and then live with some family out there.
Because I feel like with Yuma, like it's a very like it's a pretty big trend. Like if you're gonna move out, you're planning on moving to like Phoenix or Tucson, like one of the two, you know?
Yeah, that's really the only options you kind of have sometimes.
The only safe options, I feel.
Yes.
But again, safe option is defined differently by everybody.
For sure, safe option for me. I had family out there.
So so like if anything, you could just go back.
There. So yeah, that's what I was thinking. And it wasn't until I actually had just gotten out of a relationship and I was newly single. And I was like, fuck it. I had a friend invite me to Tempe actually, so yeah, ASU territory.
Yeah.
And I just discovered that there was more to Arizona again than just Yuma.
Who would have thought?
And I had gone to Phoenix before. Don't get me wrong, but I had never.
But it was never in like a like it was always like, oh, I'm going with family or going to like a baseball game, like some shit like that. Yeah, no, I get that.
And then I just kind of party hard and liked it a lot and did shit. And there's
like,
actually
I could do this.
To do. Yeah. So I gave myself 3 months and then I packed my boxes and I came up here. That was really what it was. It wasn't just the partying, it was coming. I don't know if you experienced it, and I don't know how to explain it, but I'm gonna try my best. In the sense of you drive into this big city with all these people, it's moving so fast,
a lot of shit
so much to do, a lot of shit going on, and you're just fascinated by it, and it attracts you. It kind of gives you I don't know if nostalgic is the word that I'm feeling, but like a nostalgic feel, like a good one.
I get what you're saying, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'll never forget the first time. That was my first time actually driving the freeway by myself. And I like went through the tunnel, like coming through the west, and that's where it got me. I was like,
it's like a really big thing, like especially like I don't know, just us being from Yuma, Somerton, like you really don't realize like how small it is until like you moved out here because like okay, yeah, I knew I was from like a small town, but I didn't realize like no, like I'm from a small fucking town. Like moving out here, it's so big in every direction. Like it's so like there's just it's like eye opening in a good way though.
Neighborhoods that are as big as my hometown.
Yeah, and I'm like This is just one little like
this is just one area of this big thing.
Really cool though.
What about you? How did you know like you kind of chose this location?
I don't know. I just always like I always wanted to. I didn't like this wasn't the first place that I moved. I lived in San Diego for a little bit. But it wasn't like I don't know. San Diego's so expensive. California's so
You lived
expensive.
in San Diego?
For like 8 months.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, in like the Chula Vista area.
Wow. Well, this is a funny fact for the both of us.
Yeah. But
oh yeah, that's dude, 8 months. That's pretty fucking good.
Right, I got
it's expensive over there. Okay,
I got pretty far.
Yeah,
but yeah, no, it just and it was closer to home too. But anyway, I don't know. I just Phoenix is cool as shit. Like a lot of my friends already lived up here, so it was kind of just like, why not? And the couple times that I did make it out here for like concerts or like visiting my friends and stuff like that, I'm like, dude, this place is sick as shit. Like I want to live up here. So I just said,
yeah. Basically, it's like once you visit friends and then you get like a little taste of
and you're like, I could be doing this
life.
shit.
Yeah. Like if you're doing it, I could do it.
No, literally.
Are there things that you miss like that the big city life doesn't have that you miss from the small town life?
Definitely. Like I think one of the biggest things is like I miss the quiet every now and then, and I miss like just being able to like go drive anywhere, go to like the fields or anything like that, and just like hang out and like the quietness and like just I don't know, just like hang out in nature and shit. And like you can do that here, don't get me wrong, but like dude, it's the city versus like a small town, especially like a small town that like has a bunch of fields and has a bunch of like just it's different. So that definitely is like one of the biggest things that I miss. Besides like the food, I miss being so close to Mex. I miss being so close to my family, even though they're not that far. But
yeah, no, for sure, I definitely miss the food. It's not that the food up here doesn't taste good. It does.
And there's so many different options, but
there's like a difference.
Home food is always home food.
Especially in Mexican food. Like there's just a difference. Maybe it's just because we're closer to the border.
And you also notice too a lot of like it's different style Mexican food up here too. Yes. So like you can go to one place and be like, yeah, this place looks promising as fuck, and it is really good, but it's different like Hispanic style than what you're used to.
Yeah, for sure. I miss the food. I miss not that the sky isn't pretty here, but the sky is
It'd be polluted.
So clear over there, especially
is.
At night. The stars, you can see them so vividly. I live in like a residential golf course like place, and like the going to like the pond, pitch black. Because the city, obviously, you have light, so that affects it too.
Yeah.
I definitely also miss driving out to like the desert, you know, like off roading and stuff. That was fun. Miss the food. Miss my family. I miss my family too. But it's cool because then they have a reason to come up here and actually
they like it just as much as
experience it. What else? I feel like I miss more things. I miss like my friends, certain friends that are still over there.
No, absolutely, and it sucks like not just being able to be like, hey, like come over, hey, let's go do that.
Or when you do go down, sometimes you can't always see them because it's like you're obviously pausing your life to go visit, but people are still going, so they're working or they're busy or they have something going on.
No, I felt that. What do you think was like your biggest adjustment to like moving from like small little Somerton Yuma to like Phoenix? Because you lived in like the Arcadia area when you first came here, right?
I did, and that's a very nice area.
It has everything.
If you can get an apartment in that neighborhood, you'll be perfectly okay. My first thought was definitely, oh fuck, what did I do?
Because it really does get so like you're doing it, you know that you're doing it, you're moving, you already moved in and shit like that. You have your family over, you know, like they're helping you move, and then like once they leave, it's kind of just like, oh fuck, cool, it's just me.
Yeah, for sure.
In a good and bad way.
In a good and bad way.
It's like that's when reality hits.
Yes, I was very excited though. I was very ambitious. But definitely the first thought was, oh fuck, what did I do? Like this, as soon as I closed that door and my family left, I was like, I'm
like, what do I
kind
do now?
of here alone.
Yeah.
Like, I spent the first 3 days in my room, and I wouldn't even like go out to my living room, kitchen area because it was so unfamiliar, and the room that had all my stuff in it was obviously my room, so it was like it felt
it's
the
the only thing
safest.
that
Yeah,
closest to home.
I definitely had to adjust to the traffic and like the way to drive here.
Yeah.
It's very different. I'm still I think I'm a good driver. I don't think I'm
Yeah.
very bad, but you definitely have to learn to be very defensive when you're driving and sometimes aggressive. Not
Yeah.
aggressive in like road rage or anything, but aggressive in like you
Having to
gotta
switch lanes like real
yeah,
quick
you just
and
have
having
to
to like
get
let
in there
someone like in
sometime.
without even shit like that.
Yeah, or people will not use their blinker and just
Yeah, and just fucking go. And then you have the fucking zigzag drivers. Like, where are you going? It's never that fucking
yeah,
deep.
traffic for sure. The amount of people there are at the stores was a big difference for me.
Yeah.
And then if you go to, I don't know about you, but even like the type of people, like you can just go to a different Walmart and it'll still be a Walmart and it'll just be different crowds.
Mhm.
Like some are more nicer, some are more aggressive
Yeah.
type thing. Yeah, just it's a culture shock for sure.
It is.
The way the atmosphere is different,
But it is really cool because you get to see so many, not see, but like you get to like, there's just so much, speaking of culture, like there's just so much culture out here and there's a lot of different people. And so I feel like that's one of the like really cool things is you like really get to experience that shit like front hand
yeah,
and get a little bit more knowledgeable on it because like in Yuma you don't really like there's obviously there's a lot of culture there but it's mostly a lot of like Hispanic culture. It's not really like anything outside of that.
right. We're right by Mexico or
Yeah.
Mexico, so that way people don't shit on me. But and it's a lot of that, and then we're right by Sonora, which is like the state of Mexico, and it's a lot of that culture and that aspect only because we're that border town. When you come out here, it's definitely everything and everything, and I love it though. I really love it. I love seeing other cultures. I love talking to people with other religions, with other backgrounds, with other heritage.
It's cool. It's cool to get some insight on that.
Very cool. I definitely also like I don't know, the different communities there are. I feel like definitely where you hang is like different groups, different communities, and you can find your peeps out here.
You really can.
Pretty cool.
You really can. Which I do want to talk about, like the whole friendship or friends. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like friendship in Yuma, at least the ones that I've experienced and the ones that you've experienced. Like how do I say that?
I feel okay. So basically, your friends back then versus now, not in the sense of oh my god we're going against each other. It's
the type of friendship
that from back home from here.
Yeah.
I will say that I feel like back home and I love you guys so much. You have these friends because you're in the same town, you're in the same school. Some of these people you've been in school with since elementary school because it's that small of a town. Um, you're in the same class. You're with these
you
people
see them every day.
24/7.
You see them every day, so it's like either just fucking keep it moving or like we're gonna be besties.
Yeah,
obviously we're gonna be besties.
We're gonna be besties. So you create those friendships because you know each other for that long, and or you're around, or you guys are in certain sports or whatever the case may be.
And this isn't applicable to everybody. This is just like from our experiences.
And then moving out here, I feel like my friendships are genuine in a different way.
Yeah.
Because here I got to make them based off our similarities of what we
our
like,
hobbies, our
morals,
our beliefs, and all that shit.
all of it, and being able to understand each other and respect each other for them, and also being able to have tough conversations as well.
Yeah.
I feel like all the friends I have now are very much I'm gonna tell you
like, hey, this was bothering me, so like we're gonna have this conversation. That's not gonna be like
an argument shit about me, man.
It's not like, oh, I'm fucking attacking this bitch.
Oh
like, no,
God,
it's not
did you
like
hear
that.
what fucking Ali said? like,
dude, no, literally, it's not like that. It's just like, hey, like, I'm sorry. It's just it's very mature. It's very mature. And I feel like that's the biggest thing too. Is like, don't get me wrong. Like the friendships that I had in Yuma were really good. We had a lot of memories, but I also feel like it was just those growing up friends and those like, I don't know, like
you'll always be my friend because we grew up together.
Yeah, we always had those memories. It's not like I'm not shitting on you, but the friendship, like the people that I've met out here are so like I. One of our best friends, Benjamin, they'll drive from fucking Goodyear.
Benjamin.
Yeah,
For real.
he'll drive. They'll drive from Goodyear to just come and fucking hang out with us. Like they'll get fucking coffee and then come back here and just chill. Like
Yeah.
shit like that. You know, like it's just very like it's very genuine. It's very like it just it's like you find your people.
Yeah.
Or at least we found our people.
For sure. I also think that it's cool because the friends that we have now met this version of us. This version of us that we have um worked so hard to get to in the sense
like
of
curated
healing,
and like found ourselves,
like found
like,
ourselves,
yeah.
molded, really that. And they were able to meet these people, and I feel like that's also the difference between friendships back home and here. Is like they could just say, "Oh, you changed, you're different," but it's like, no, you just have this version stuck of you in your head, and I am no
like
longer
the way that
that
you're perceiving me
person.
is like back 2 years ago.
Yeah,
it's not.
and you can change a lot even in a year. So I feel like that definitely also changes it
No,
a
absolutely.
bit.
But I feel like that's also just anywhere you go to, like making friends outside of Yuma is just you. I mean, you can do that anywhere, not just Phoenix, but
And it's cool because I mean, me and Ali met. Yes, we did meet back in our hometown, but we met. We actually never. I mean, we interacted with each other a bit when we were kids.
Allegedly. I don't
Ali
remember
doesn't
any
really
of this.
remember. I was like, I got confirmation from your mom.
Yeah, I guess.
So, like we briefly like touched base when we were little because our moms played softball together, and then we started working together actually, and that's how we met. And I feel like even that though, I feel like
no, yeah,
it was an adult friendship. Like we kept choosing to hang out because we genuinely like fucked with each other's vibe type shit. But what do you think some of the jumping off topic here? What do you think some of like the pros of moving are, and pros of moving in general, like for people that maybe just want to move out, and pros of living in Phoenix and cons as well?
Pros for like people moving out. I honestly feel like, or not pros, like pros or like tips or like
pros. Like, what do you think are good things? Like
good things
that
for people
came
moving
out
out.
of like moving out.
Oh, I think you absolutely find yourself. Like you kind of get out of that like habit that Yuma kind of tends to like, at least for me, like just kind of tends to like get me in that like little routine that isn't like the best for me, and I just get kind of used to like certain behaviors and stuff like that because that's what I'm surrounded by. And I feel like out here you really do get to experience like your own, you get to see what you like, what you don't like, and you like in every like manner, like food wise, behavior wise, friend wise, like relationship wise, like you just really, you have all the opportunities out here and you just kind of like pick and choose and see what you like, what you don't like, and it really makes you you, and it like really helps in finding yourself. So I feel like that is absolutely one of my biggest pros in moving out.
For sure. I think going based off that, I think moving out a pro is you definitely find yourself, you find who you are as a person, individual. You just, I think it allows you to create that space for yourself because you take yourself out of your day to day environment, and puts you in a situation that you've never been in, so it makes you uncomfortable, and it makes you,
it pushes you out of your comfort zone,
and makes you go find friends, not just because, oh hey, like we live in the same town. It's like,
you're friends with like 20 of the other people that I know.
You
so
want friends, you're gonna go find them, you know, type thing. So it pushes you. Oh,
did we just turn that off? Does that turn mine off too?
No, I think we're good.
Is it green? I'm not seeing a green though. Green. It's blinking though.
Why is it blinking?
We interrupt this.
I think we're good
for an important message.
So sorry, some technical difficulties.
Anyway, stone time with the Geminis.
There you go. Oh, what I was saying, yeah, it basically just forces you to get out of your day to day environment. There's like a thing I once saw on Facebook, and I really liked it. Is that you can't grow in the same environment that you were planted
And I feel like I'm very, yeah, no, I completely understand that too, because it's true. And like, again, not to like shit on anybody or any type of way, like this is just what I've experienced. This is like from my perception, doesn't mean that it has to be true or anything like that, but it's what's truest to me. I feel like a lot of people, most people in Yuma are really closed-minded. And it's really hard though, because like if you grow up in that same environment and you're living there from a kid to like you get married there, you know, you're old there, like that's your whole life. Of course you're gonna just, you know, it's like very like, I don't know. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, no, I get what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
It's you you're surrounded by that type of energy, behavior or whatever, so that's what becomes normal to you, and that's what you think that your expectations need to be. And again, and everyone's life is different, and everyone goals are different on what their outcome is, but I do definitely feel like a pro, that's where that pro comes in again, of being able to step outside of that environment and see what else there is to offer.
Yeah.
Not just in Phoenix, but in general. You can move anywhere in the world, and the world is your fucking oyster,
It really
basically.
is. It really is. There's so much shit out there, and like being from Yuma, like me growing up, like it was a big, like not a big deal, but like us getting out of town was like going to San Diego, you know, and that's like
crazy.
yeah, and it's just like, dude, there's so much. Again, this is like my experience, what's true to me. Like it just very like I was very close minded. Like I was very close minded. The people that I was hanging out with were very close minded, and like it was just very, it was small town shit, you know. You don't think about anything else because it's not in your face. You don't have to think about it.
Yeah, and it really does make you question who you hang out with, and who you want to surround yourself with, and what morals they do have. Yeah. Because again, it's that closed mindedness and trying to get yourself away from that behavior, until someone actually basically holds you accountable. And it's not always like someone, it's just like reality hits when you're in a different town, and like with all these different types of things going on, and it's like, whoa.
Absolutely.
Cons?
Yeah, what's a con of like moving out?
Paying your own bills.
Dude, yeah, I was trying to think about that, and I was like,
rent, yeah. how fucking expensive rent is now, for sure.
Pros and cons, you know.
I think not that we're very far away, but like if there's an inconvenience and you need someone, I mean, obviously, like we've called each other for like cars,
like your car
stuff.
breaks down, or like any random shit, you know, like your back's hurting, you can't get out of fucking bed, you need someone to take it urgent care at like 6 a.m. and I'm like, okay, here we go again.
Oopsie. I'm like, I got a real friend right here.
Your back was really hurt though. Dude, like her dad ended up having to come.
Yeah, I
come
couldn't
and drive her. Like this bitch was like stiff back, like straight up.
I
like
couldn't
this.
move for the life of me. I remember it took me 30 minutes just to get from the my bedroom to.
It was kind of funny seeing though, because she's like walking, and I'm like, dude, hurry up, and she's like, I am.
This shit would fucking hurt. Yes, like things like that. Obviously, you have like friends, but if you're in a car accident, or like you end up in the hospital or whatever, and obviously the first person you think about calling is your parents.
Yeah,
your
those
parents
are the times where you really just want to like, can you please come get me? And they're like right down the road,
and they're not, and which again could be nice at times, but then it has its cons too.
Very that. I can't think of any other cons. Like, yeah, rent sucks. Not being
high gas prices. Don't be complaining about your gas over there.
I know. I was on the phone. I was FaceTiming my mom earlier today, and I was telling her, I was like, "Oh my god, gas is going down." She's like, "How much is it?" I think I said like $4.75, $4.85, something like that. Yeah. Dude, right? And they were like, "What the fuck? Like that's expensive." I was like, it was just like $4.95 for almost fucking $5.
It was $5
a couple days ago.
Like a couple weeks ago. I remember I went, it was like $5.10 or something.
I was like, I'll fucking take the $4.75.
So, whenever I fill up when I go visit, I don't use my points over there. I feel like I'm already getting a discount. Like, yeah. That's really it on the cons. Oh, I guess a con of living in Phoenix. I love your videos. Don't stop. But the welcome to Arizona. You're giving away some of our favorite places.
Bro, we be going. I'm like, we gotta wait in line. What do you mean?
Like, stop.
And like I dude,
I get it because
we were trying to promote like a lot of like
Arizona's cool. I know.
Yeah, especially like Phoenix, like they have some cool places. But like, damn, bro, go to Flagstaff and expose those spots
for real. That's another pro of living, I guess, in Phoenix. As much as I do miss the 2 hour drive to San Diego, now we can just go to Flagstaff for the day.
Mm-hmm.
And I have grown to love Flagstaff.
Flagstaff is beautiful.
Honestly, that's another con, I guess, of living in Yuma, is that I used to think that's what Arizona was. Just
no, right? No, actually,
desert.
same.
Plain desert until I moved up here, and then like I actually started traveling up north,
dude.
Too. And even over here is a different scenery.
Oh yeah. In different directions
different
too.
directions for sure. It doesn't even feel like you're in Arizona. Arizona's actually pretty cool. I guess we're a pretty cool state. I'll admit it.
It's all right. No, yeah.
Dude, speaking of like going back to pricing and how expensive rent here, I'm just like
No, I know exactly what you're talking about.
If I wish that I was in the position that I was in now.
Back when you first moved,
because I could have totally like afforded to live in downtown with how the prices were back then. Like back then,
and you probably would have been fucking grandfathered in,
dude. For real,
it's so hard because when I first moved here, we both saved the same. We moved at different times, but I saved 3,000. Then I was like, "Fuck it," I had some blah 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 blah. But and you were just like, "Fuck it, 3,000." So I moved up here a couple years ago with only $3,000. I had a 1 bed 1 bath, which honestly that apartment
it was a good apartment.
I don't remember the square footage, but it was pretty big. I had my own patio, my own walk-in closet, and I had a washer dryer. I had everything I needed. I was living in like Midtown, and I think I was paying like $9.95 just base rent. Dude, you cannot get that anymore. I mean, you can, but it's probably going to be like broken down in a really shitty neighborhood. Like, there's probably going to be a couple gunshots a night. Like, it's bad. Rent prices are fucking crazy. Because what were you paying? You moved out here with a roommate.
Yes, I moved out here with a roommate. I think the total, what like the base rent was every month was $1,323,
which is so crazy. And that was
a 2 bed 2 bath, including a balcony, including a washer and dryer as well. It was actually very decently sized.
You guys had a pool.
We had a pool, and my favorite thing about it was the kitchen. Like the kitchen
was so nice.
Was so nice. I love that kitchen so much. And so we would pay like anywhere between 120 to 180 on utilities, like all included. On top of that, so that's my shit crazy. Was like 750 maybe a month.
11, like in total, like maybe like 1,200. Yeah, altogether, like 1,100.
Not even up to 1,400. It was like 1,000, basically almost 1,400. Or no, it was like
so 1,400.
1,400 about every month, which is crazy because a 1 bedroom 1 bath goes, the lowest you'll find one is maybe 1,200, and it'll still be in the high ranges.
That's so insane.
Which is why I live in a studio now. I mean, I make that shit work, but
yeah, you do.
Yeah, a studio, even some places want to charge you 1,200 for a studio, and it'll be a fucking closet. Like I got
no washer, no dryer. You barely got a sink. Sometimes the shower leaks, like shit like that.
Yeah,
which is so, dude. Just rent up here is so fucking shit.
So be prepared for that. I would say that save up where you feel you're financially comfortable enough. If you are still looking for a job, I would try to apply to places before moving out here. But whatever you're more comfortable with, because you'd be surprised. You can apply to like 50 places. One's gotta call you back.
Yeah, you gotta do your part too. You gotta call them back too.
That's very true.
But
but yeah, pricing now is ridiculous. The housing crisis is ridiculous.
Insane.
Homeless population is absolutely ridiculous.
That's like, also another like little eye opener when you first move out here, is like the homeless.
And you don't realize how many abandoned unhoused is a more respectful term. how many abandoned like places there are, that they just fixed them up and created more, because the shelters over here get full very easily. Unfortunately, they could.
I'm not laughing at that. I was laughing at something else.
Oh no, you're good.
You're like talking about the unhoused.
At unhoused, y'all.
Like fucking losers. I'm just kidding.
Oh, it's jokes,
the dry humor.
Okay, it's jokes. Yeah, that's definitely, the housing crisis is shit right now. But again, like living anywhere that's not a small town, there is going to be a very big difference in pricing. So, just get a job that will make you feel comfortable and how much you make, you know, and you where you.
It's
can
hard
still,
to know that though. It's
yeah,
hard to
it's
know
hard
that
to
when
know
you just
that.
really gotta say fuck it. Like I'm so
Yeah.
in the very like, dude, just fuck it.
No, yeah,
Because I wasn't even
for
planning
sure.
on moving out here when I did, and I did. I feel like that's not the only way, but like plan your shit, be organized, and do all that shit. But like still be like, fuck
Yeah,
it.
you don't need like a fancy job or whatever, but I think a big thing is when people come out here, they see the luxurious apartments or the luxurious this or luxurious that. Everyone wants the best. Totally understandable. Set that goal for yourself, but be realistic on where you want to spend your money, because you don't want to be living paycheck to paycheck just to be able to pay rent and utilities. You want to go out and enjoy yourself. You want to go out and have the occasional coffee.
Do what you came to do in the big city.
You
Explore
know?
shit, you know?
Yeah, that's what it's meant for. And I feel like people come out here trying to like go big
or go home.
Yeah, and then
but I feel like that also kind of stems from trying to impress everybody and trying to like put on a little
true.
front. Not saying that everyone's like that, but
very true. Like that's why I'm like that's why I give up having walls because I'm like.
But I like the way your studio
out.
is. You can make that shit work out. Honestly,
Yeah,
is that what you're talking about? Giving up walls?
Yeah.
No, that's You're all talking shit about luxury apartments. I'm like, yeah.
But dude, you have a roommate. You know what I
do have a roommate.
Like you have a roommate, so it makes sense. If I had a roommate, I definitely would be in a bigger place too, because it's practically what I'd be paying alone right now. So it's it's all in the circumstance. Okay, and yours is pretty decently priced. I'm talking about, don't come here and then like you only make $2,400 a month, so you decide to get a $2,000 like you know, like place because it's on a high rise. You know, like at that point, are you enjoying yourself in the city? Are you enjoying your moving out? You know, you build up to where you want to go. Be patient. Like everyone builds it up. And also don't get all your furniture at once.
No, I got mine like little by little.
Yes, for sure. Another big advice: don't buy brand new unless like obviously you see something and you want it. Fuck it, go for it. But there's a lot of good places like secondhand stores here, and a lot of people get rid of good stuff on Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp. I've even seen like good stuff, and they're like, we just want to get rid of it, like just pick it up, and it's like, right, you did that once, someone, and then someone just came to pick it up. See, like you can get a furniture anywhere, really.
Yeah, you really can.
What else?
I feel like
Stone time with the Gemini, while the brains are the
working.
Yeah, I was gonna say what's the
like put in
the rainbow. The rainbow.
Oh. I was thinking about like the little
hamster on the wheel, really trying to run. You get it. How do you feel like moving out has shaped you into who you are today?
I feel like it absolutely made me like very like more independent. Definitely more independent.
For
sure. I feel like there's a lot of shit because obviously Phoenix is a lot bigger, so they have a lot more stuff, and there's a lot of shit that I've tried out here that I've like always thought about, like, oh, that, like, I wonder how that tastes, or I wonder like what that looks like, or I wonder like how that would be to do that. So I feel like all those experiences kind of just like shaped culture, like smacked the shit out of me, and was just like, I don't know. I'm so heavy on like you really do find yourself out here.
For sure. Oh shoot.
Not a girl. You're high, not drunk.
Over here. Splash zone.
But yeah. What about you? Sorry, I just like what?
Oh no, technical difficulty again. Hold on.
I didn't even notice I
We're
did
good.
that.
I definitely feel like I've found myself a lot more. I'm a lot more comfortable in my own skin, I guess, in the sense of style wise. Like I know what I feel good in and what I feel confident in, and the things I like to do to make myself feel confident.
Like a little makeup wise, or like just dyeing your hair, or like just shit like that.
Adding more like piercings, you know. I used to hate accessorizing in the sense of I did not like rings. I did not. I'm still getting used to necklaces. I'm trying to get onto bracelets now. Yeah, you know.
Usually I have a whole fucking like ring set. I thought we were going to the gym, and then I came and she was dressed like that. That's why I'm all fucking athletic over here, and she's all Miss fucking fashion show.
We are going to the gym.
I felt so betrayed. I was like, I didn't know we were dressing cool. Fuck.
I'm just wearing t-shirts.
No, but get up. Show them the shorts.
Oh, I thrifted these bad boys.
Decent fucking price. Some Calvin Kleins, bro.
Dude. Right?
I so just checked out your ass, dude. And then I looked at the camera. And then I was like,
wait.
I'm dead, bro. Their audio is gonna be like, oh shit.
I know if you're watching this, you're welcome for the show.
You're welcome. Yeah, truly.
Okay.
Yeah, no, those shirts are cool as shit.
Thanks. I thrifted these. You were with me. I think
I was.
Well, how much?
They're like 25
bucks. Yeah.
Not bad, dude. Calvin Klein. And that was at which another fucking thing that I love out here was like one of the many vintage markets that we go to.
I love those things.
I like when they're downtown. Downtown is so fun. I'm such a downtown Phoenix bitch.
There's one today.
There is one today. Then there was one yesterday too. The one yesterday was in Chandler.
I saw that. We should check out the one today.
No, we're going to Sunday Fun Day.
Oh yeah.
Busy gals.
See, we're busy gals. I think I also like that is that my schedule is definitely packed, but in a good way. Mm-hmm. I think it's very important for me, and I've vocalized this to you. My personal life outside of work is like my saving grace in my mental health, and I fucking like even if you're like, hey, you want to just go get coffee? I'm like,
no,
yes.
Dude, it really does, yeah.
I'm like, yes, please. I'm like, get me out of the house because I will stay. And I'm also a homebody. I can be very much a homebody, but I think I like that because we want to do things at certain different times, and it helps us.
It really does.
Get out of bed.
It really does.
Vintage markets for sure, dude.
Also the concerts. That was a big seller on my end was like
just getting into those.
But when holy shit, like last year I definitely was going all out, and the year before that I haven't gone to many or as much as I would like to lately. But the concerts were like a really big thing because it's so sick to just fucking like Uber or Lyft or even like drive yourself to a concert and then be able to go home after. Yeah, like that's so sick.
You don't have to worry about driving. Like 3, 4, 5 hours, whatever the next day. It's like no,
or even just after, dude. I don't know a lot, but like some of my friends that come up here are like they'll come for a concert and they'll leave like right after, and I'm like, damn, dude, like that's
I would
tiring.
Not be able to do that.
Tiring.
I would fall asleep definitely on the road.
And it sucks. Like do what you gotta do, you know. But like, it's just so like one of the biggest fucking pros too.
Dude, yeah, I just went to go, and I'm gonna brag about it because I love them. I want to go see 5 Seconds of Summer. I had been there for about 12 hours straight, probably.
Dude, you were there for fucking ever.
Yeah, it was 12 hours straight.
So like, what time did you get there?
12:30.
Dude, concert wasn't till what? 7?
That's when the doors open.
Bruh.
Well, I got early.
You were clocked in.
I paid my pretty penny and I got VIP, but to be fair, I've been following this band for 10 years. So it was a healing inner child like excitement moment.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I got there at 12:30. They didn't allow us in until it was supposed to be 2:30, but they were running behind. So I really didn't get into the gates until like 3:30.
Damn, a whole hour.
Did sound check. And then after sound check, Five Sauce didn't come out on stage until 8, a little bit before 8:30.
Damn, dude, you were like fully clocked in.
Dude, I was, and then she picked me up at like 11.
Yeah,
like close to.
Yeah, it actually wasn't bad though. Yeah. I was really worried about the traffic, but it was not bad at all.
It wasn't that bad
at all.
And then after that 12-hour day, coming home and just like being able to pass out on my fucking bed was great. You know, not that hotel beds are comfortable, but it was I knew I was gonna wake up in my
home,
space. Yeah.
So definitely that.
But the little concerts we've been going to, I really like it. So,
yeah, especially like the Pariah P one. If you don't know who Pariah P is, I follow
shout
him.
Out Pariah P.
Shout out Pariah P. You definitely
and
gotta
the Mercuries.
go. And the Mercuries.
Love y'all.
You definitely gotta go check out their music. Super cool.
Super cool. Very genuine.
Just like those concerts too, like those little like not community concerts, but like concerts within your community, I'll say. So enjoyable, so cool, and like just them having it at different venues, you get to see like all these different venues, and like it's just you get to see a bunch of different parts of like Phoenix.
Yeah, for sure, and it's cool because everyone there is there to vibe. You know,
everyone's really nice.
Everyone's very
for the most part.
Nice.
Like when we go out too, like everyone's just really nice,
super sweet.
We've met a lot of people that way too. Like it's so crazy because like one of my really good friends, Aiden, I met him a couple like I think the first year that I moved here. I was going to Mill a lot because I was a child then, and not that there's anything wrong with Mill, but I was going to Mill, and then we met at Casa because I was with someone. Long story short, not with someone, but like I was like with friends, and there's this like little fucking confused dude, not little, he's pretty big, like tall.
Yeah.
I'm like too fucking I'm like, not this, but that, but this.
I'm like setting the picture. Here's the vision.
Right? Like Aiden's right here, I'm right here, the DJ set is right here. He just looks lost as shit. He's on the phone. He asked me like, oh no, we weren't even by the DJ set. He was looking for the DJ set, and he was like, hey, like I'm on the phone with my friends. They said they're here. Do you know where the DJ set is? So I walked him like over there, and then turns out they're at another Casa. I guess there was a Casa in Scottsdale, which I didn't know about until then. Yeah. But yeah, he was like, oh well, they're fucking over there, blah blah. So I was like, hey, well, like let's you can hang out with me and my friends, like no biggie. And that was the beginning of it. Like we love Aiden.
Yeah,
Aiden is fucking amazing.
Great. Such a great,
very genuine person, very caring, very loving. We love him so much.
But
like just shit like that. Yeah, but like just shit like that. Like I've met some of my like favorite people, most genuine people that I've met, just out and about, like on a day-to-day basis. So that's really cool. I really like that Phoenix has that opportunities. Not that you can't do that in Yuma, but like let's be real, like you know, like oh shit, that's my sister's best friend's boyfriend's cousin's little sister.
Yes,
like it's shit
always
like that, you know?
Always connected. What's that one TikTok sign? Everyone is always connected. You heard it? No, I feel stupid.
No, I'm sorry. Get connected with education connection. That's what I think about when you say that.
Yeah, I'll show you after this, but it's like a sound where it's like everyone is always connected. It's all this
I feel like I probably have seen it. I just need a refresher.
But yeah, for sure. I've met some cool ass people like that. I met Devin through I just met this white little boy from Jersey, and he's one of like my bestest friends now, and love the kid so much. Such a genuine like cool person. And I would have never met him if I would have stayed in Yuma. And I think it's also cool to be able to meet people that are outside of Arizona too. It's like you get all these different perspectives, and it's like, bro, you chose to like we just moved 3 hours away. Like you chose to fucking
whole different state.
And it's like why? And it's cool to hear these people's like
different stories. And how they came over here and shit like that, you know?
It's pretty fucking cool.
Also, I feel like one of my sorry to be cut you off. But one of my favorite things too about like just going out, it doesn't even have to be in a party sense, like just going out in Phoenix versus going out in Yuma. I feel like, dude, Yuma is so judgy. Yuma is so judgy. And like even if I was to like go out and drink and shit like that, like I just feel and like okay, yeah, I'm not like fucking hot shit. I'm not saying like everyone's like ooh like fucking eyes, you know, but I'm just saying like I feel it's that like I don't want to say Yuma air, but like it's
you definitely do get
it's a different vibe.
Like and especially because I feel like they know that we don't live there anymore. So when we're there, they're like, oh, they're back in town? Because I've definitely got the question before, and it's not always like meant that way, but
sometimes it definitely comes
off that way where it's like, oh, are you back? Like
oh, so you moved back? Oh, what happened? You fucked up? Or you moved back? Like it's so like bitch, can I just visit?
Damn. For real, yeah. It's like can I just
my mom's birthday? Fuck,
fucking beer at the local fucking pub or something.
Dude.
Shit.
No.
No, but I definitely feel you. And again, it's not everyone like that, but it's,
no. And this is just from our experience. Like, don't fucking shit on us. This is our experience. This is what's true to us.
and us only, okay?
Not us only. If you relate to this, you relate to it.
I mean,
but,
yeah. But like,
you know,
don't be twisting your words around and think that.
Yeah, bitch, we'll pull this video up real quick. I know what I said. I have it on camera.
Yeah. I definitely. What else? I think I'm gonna wrap this up. But yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap this up for sure because we got to go to the gym.
Yeah, we do.
Get some gains in. And we gotta go do Sunday Fun Day. Like I said.
Yeah, we do. With the
booked and busy.
Yeah, booked and busy, bitch. Tune in for next time.
Yeah, tune in for next time. Again, this is Stone Time with the Gemini. I am your host, Irie.
I'm a Gemini too.
Yes, this is a Gemini too. And then
I'm Allie. Don't put me on the spot, bro.
I'm like, I don't want to like introduce you for you. So I'm like spotlight. And if you didn't know, now you know. This is a 420 podcast. So
420 friendly.
I will not be doing that on camera, but just trust us when we say that this is a 420 podcast. And more to come. Have more friends coming, more things coming.
Yeah, if you guys have any topics in mind, feel free to send them our way. We got some like interesting topics coming up.
We do. I'm very excited for them. Yeah.
So
you'll
eat our ass.
You'll see more of her soon, and you'll see more of me soon. And
yeah,
we'll see you later. Bye.
See ya.